welcome to Module 2, Lesson 1. My name is Ms. Bertuman, and today we will be expressing metric length measurements in terms of a smaller unit. Let's go. Today's lesson is all about metric units of length. We'll start with a centimeter. A centimeter is the length of one staple. A meter is about the length of a child's arm span. That's the length of the end of your fingertips to the end of the other fingertips if you were to spread your arms out wide like this. Go ahead and do the same motion with your arms now. Keep in mind that 1 meter is also equal to 100 centimeters. The next unit of measure is a kilometer. Have you heard of the prefix kilo before? You may remember learning about a kilogram in 3rd grade. 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams. So 1 kilometer equals how many meters? 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. Another way that you can think of 1 kilometer is if you think about a running track. Have you been on a running track before? One kilometer equals 1,000 meters. Another way that you can think of 1 kilometer is if you think about a running track. Have you been on a running track before? If you have, imagine running around the track 2.5 times. So 2.5 laps around a track is equivalent to 1 kilometer. We just learned that 1 kilometer is equivalent to 1,000 meters. Think. 2 kilometers equals how many meters? Say it. 2,000 meters. Great. Let's look at the next one. 3 kilometers equals how many meters? Say it. 3,000 meters. What about 7 kilometers? 7 kilometers equals how many meters? 7,000 meters. Last one. 70 kilometers equals how many meters? Think it. Say it. 70,000 meters. Excellent work. Please grab your whiteboard and marker now, and I'd like you to write the following on your board. We know that 1,000 meters equals 1 kilometer. So think, 2,000 meters equals how many kilometers? 2 kilometers. 8,000 meters equals how many kilometers? 8 kilometers. 10,000 meters equals how many kilometers? 10 kilometers. Okay. Let's take a moment to compare kilometers and meters. A kilometer is a longer distance because we need 1,000 meters to equal 1 kilometer. We can also say that 1 kilometer is 1,000 times as much as 1 meter. Let's convert or rename 1 kilometer 500 meters. 1 kilometer is equal to how many meters? 1,000 meters. One kilometer, 500 meters. 1 kilometer is equal to how many meters? 1,000 meters. 1,000 meters plus 500 meters equals 1,500 meters. Let's try this one. We're going to rename or convert 1 kilometer, 300 meters. How many meters are in 1 kilometer? 1,000 meters. (1,000 meters plus 300 meters equals 1,300 meters. Pause for a moment and think how you might solve this one. 5 kilometers, 30 meters equals how many meters? Remember, 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. So 5 kilometers equals how many meters? 5,000 meters. (5,000 meters plus 30 meters equals 5,030 meters. Take a moment to think about how to solve this problem. We could convert the kilometers to meters before adding. 5 kilometers equals 5,000 meters. And 5,000 meters plus 2,500 meters equals 7,500 meters. We could also rename 2,500 meters to 2 kilometers, 500 meters. Renaming 2,500 meters to 2 kilometers, 500 meters creates what we call a mixed unit. Mixed units can be helpful when using a simplifying strategy, and you may have used these simplifying strategies in previous grades. So another way that we could solve 5 kilometers plus 2,500 meters is something like this. When we added meters, the answer was 7,500 meters. When we added mixed units, the answer was 7 kilometers, 500 meters. Are these answers equal? Why or why not? Yes, they're the same amount because 7 kilometers equals 7,000 meters, and 7,000 meters plus 500 meters equals 7,500 meters. Here is the next problem. I'd like you to pause the video here to solve. We'll compare answers when you get back. There are so many ways to solve this problem. Take a moment now to compare your solving strategy with the ones shown here. Let's look at strategy A. Where where did 130 meters come from? When adding 734 meters plus 396 meters, that equals 1,130 meters. 1,000 meters equals 1 kilometer, which leaves 130 meters. Let's look now at strategy B. Here we can see that the mixed units were converted to like units, which is meters. Then they were added together. If you solved like this and kept the units in meters, just like this, 6,130 meters, it's perfectly acceptable. Because we discussed earlier, 6,130 meters is equal to 6 kilometers, 130 meters. Let's take a moment now to look at strategy C. Why might I decompose 734 into two parts, 730 and 4? This is done so that the units are easier to combine. We can also see that this is taking place in strategy D. Great work. Let's try another problem. Here we have a subtraction problem. I'd like you to pause the video here to solve this problem. Feel free to see if you can solve in more than one way. And then of course, we'll compare our work afterwards. Here we have 5 different strategies to solve the problem. Let's look first at solution A. How did they set up to solve using the algorithm? We can see that they converted everything to meters. What's taking place in solution B? Here we can see that they renamed 1 kilometer for 1,000 meters right away. What's happening in solution C? Here we can see that they subtracted 3 kilometers first, and then subtracted the meters from 1 kilometer after renaming 1 kilometer as 1,000 meters. What about solution D? Here, they've used a number line to show a counting up strategy. In solution E, they also counted up from 3 kilometers, 140 meters to 4 meters first, and then added 6 more kilometers to get 10 kilometers. Great work today. Let's move on now to our assignment. For today's assignment, your must-do problems are here on the screen. Please set up a timer for 10 minutes or watch the clock and complete these problems. Of course, if you have any additional time, feel free to work through any other problems on the pages. For today's lesson, we expressed metric length measurements into smaller units. Great work today. Be sure to check in with your teacher, and of course, we'll see you here for another Eureka math lesson. Bye for now.